Hello, and thank you for tuning in. You are tuned into Esoteric Guidance. My name is Nehru, and we are back again with the next sharing of What's My Aura, written by Mystic Michala. And we are on to one of my favorite subjects, and that is physical health. Okay? So, good morning to you, or afternoon, evening, whenever you happen to come across this video. Alexa, what time is it? Alexa, what time is it?
The time is 9:06 a.m.
Okay. There you go. 9:06, 69, 1969, 1996. Might be significant for your journey. Soul Tribe Collective, thank you so much once again for being a part of the channel. We have 539 videos posted, 204 subscribers. Alexa, what's the temperature?
Right now, it's 91 degrees Fahrenheit. Today, expect a high of 104 degrees.
So another hot one in southern Arizona today in the middle of August. 77 is the low, or was, in which it was. It was 77 degrees when I came in from my walk this morning, and 7:07 on the clock when I came in. So, yeah, there might be something significant about 91 for you and your journey. So we are, let me take a look at this, see where we are here. I think we're finishing up our color auras for health changes. Yes. Okay. So we are on to our green aura. And again, thank you so much for being a part of the channel. In green aura's life, systematic approaches are prioritized over everything else. And again, we're talking about your physical health today, everyone. They pride themselves on efficiency and an overall vision of peaceful inner workings. Loose ends are dealt with and ignored when they don't fit the preferred perception. Emotions and thoughts that interfere with green aura's predetermined best route moving forward can become backed up over time, causing the body to speak out. Green auras may often experience ligament and joint pain as the fear of moving forward in life manifests in their physical self. Green auras also tend to suffer from allergies and other lung and respiratory issues, as it is an act of breathing, as if the act of breathing itself is how their energy reminds them that one must filter their thoughts and emotions. Green auras thrive in natural surroundings that challenge their physical endurance. Leveling up their weekend hike, signing up for the next marathon, or even committing themselves to make the backyard the garden of their dreams are ways in which they can care for their health. On the path to wellness, green auras must learn to consider the various things they so effortlessly compartmentalize in order to feel the flow of life move through them once again. So don't ignore the small things. Okay? Don't ignore the small things. The body of the green aura will stop for them to take a closer look, halting their ever-persistent need to produce and innovate, and thus creating space for the energetic self to unbox and its voice heard too. So with all of these auras, any aura, paying attention to your body is vital. Okay? Paying attention to your body is vital. I'm just looking at this leak from this air conditioner in this RV. And it's just literally getting worse. It's just spreading out wider and wider and wider. First there was 1 or 2 drips. Now it's like 4 or 5 drips. So that might be significant for you. Something spreading. Hopefully it's not an STD. Sexually transmitted disease, sexually transmitted demon, spiritually transmitted disease, spiritually transmitted demon. Indigo aura. Being seen in a stressful event for an is a stressful event for an indigo aura. Because of their heightened ability to feel others' feelings, pain bodies, and unspoken emotions, they tend to stay well below the radar of others to avoid triggering them. The sensation of being watched or paid attention to can be energetically inundating. When an indigo aura experiences the energies of others, they feel responsible for fixing them, as well as feeling forced to repress their own needs to do so. The energetic overwhelm can be stifling. Indigos can take their invisibility to a new level when they are not self-reflecting on their innermost reasons for their social absence. Multisymptomatic autoimmune issues, tooth pain, and throat pain can persist with the body when the body is asking them to pay attention to these auric messages. The indigo aura tends to live in low lights, away from technology and the ever-persistent sounds of machines and bright spaces. Their physical sensitivity to the world around them can become unbearable when they need to give more awareness to their energetic sensitivity. Swimming is a very helpful activity to ease the stimulation they often feel. Also, water is healing. It doesn't say that, but water is. As are long meditation sessions and breathing-centered yoga practices. The body of an indigo aura appreciates the moments it can slow down and simply feel its own systems running through it instead of filtering an endless stream of others' systems. Okay. Pink auras. The world's pink auras create to feel comfortable and fully themselves. The world's pink auras create to feel comfortable and fully themselves can also become prisons of their own design. When pink auras are constantly retreating into their joy bubbles to disassociate and distract themselves from the problems that need their attention, their bodies can begin to remind them of this. Pink auras can find themselves out of practice with coping mechanisms for dealing with the difficult things life inevitably throws their way. In doing so, they can become disassociated from their physical bodies, which creates a false sense of self that replaces who they authentically are. While living their fantasy a little too vividly, they can ignore healthy eating, medical self-care, and other things that are necessary if unexciting part of life. Pink auras can suffer from body dysmorphia, a feeling of disconnect with their internal systems, and a hormonal issue as their body cries out for them to return to the physical self-care rhythms and routines. Pink auras benefit greatly from therapy, nutrition counseling, and other down-to-earth yet nurturing self-help that can bring them back to their bodies. By avoiding filters, mirrors, and social media, they can begin to see themselves as they are instead of through a lens of subjective reality. Taking a dance class, that would be great. I want to do that. Hopefully my divine masculine wants to do that. Taking a dance class, joining up with a theater group, or simply enjoying some at-home fun workouts can reconnect them to the scan they are in. Okay, so pink auras, you have to be aware that you do not spend too much time in la la land. Okay? That's important. Turquoise auras. As a sort of energetic sponge for all the vibrations around them, the turquoise aura knows about holding things that are not their own. Their endless, curious aura naturally seems to spend time with others, mingling and bringing back insightful tidbits of information that help them serve and heal. Their energetic overwhelm will become apparent in their physical body as they seemingly begin to deal with an onslaught of full body symptoms. Dermatological issues such as rashes, by the way, that is something that has been brought to my attention in regards to perhaps some karmics are dealing with are rashes and that sort of thing. Okay, so it's interesting that we're reading about that now, because I got that over the last probably 72 hours or so, going back to maybe Friday. Okay, maybe Saturday maybe. Okay. And I didn't look into it. I just received that download as just that. That is something that I did not mention in the most recent current collective timeline reading, which just posted this morning. It's 9/18, 91 degrees. Okay, so we're looking at a 999. Okay. Rashes, random food intolerances, and multi-symptomatic whole body flare-ups are just some of the ailments. So we're talking about inflammation, ailments that plague a turquoise aura who has reached their limit. You might want to look into turmeric and ginger, turquoise, or anyone dealing with inflammation. Medical professionals can be at a loss for what the root causes are. Again, I'm not a doctor. I'm an unlicensed nephrologist because I spent 4.5 years on dialysis and received a kidney transplant. Manifested that bitch. Okay? So, yeah. Okay? You can heal yourself. Again, Gaia provides everything we need along with our manifesting abilities, alchemizing abilities. Gaia provides everything we need to sustain this body. You don't need anything manufactured to heal your body. You don't. Okay, again, I take 1,500 milligrams of vitamin C every day. But you don't need anything manufactured. Okay? These are energetic callbacks to the auric need to define oneself, listen and validate what the turquoise aura needs to pay attention to within. A careful pairing of both medical treatment and spiritual insight can assist the turquoise aura back into a happy equilibrium. Seeing these body signals as indicators to consult not only a doctor but also the energetic self as a whole becomes a lesson for the turquoise energy or aura. I wonder how many of us have gone to the doctor for a physical ailment that was actually an energetic one. So orange aura. The orange aura is vibrant energy that rarely shows any sort of vulnerability in the physical form. Because of the orange aura's ability to focus and direct their energy, health issues can be at a minimum. They seem to understand how to self-manage their auric flow better than most. Orange auras have an enviable ability to prioritize their evolution and development so as to deter their physical bodies from intervening with symptomatic messages. Nevertheless, this changes when the orange aura hears the word no too often. When shut down or confronted with obstacles on the path forward, they can experience some telling health issues. Orange auras who are feeling repressed and shut down can experience obstructive symptoms in their intestinal and vascular health. Orange auras must therefore pay close attention to the circulation and their digestive as well, or well-being. When life isn't moving at the breakneck speed that orange auras prefer, orange auras can feel stuck and uncomfortable both in their spiritual bodies and their physical ones. Getting invested in friendly yet competitive athletic competitions with friends, beating their own record in a physical challenge, or learning a new and active game to play gives the orange aura the excitement and confidence they crave with the bodily benefits they need. So a win-win there. The orange aura must learn that their flow can happen in creative contexts, not just in a large-scale production with audience attention, but also in their personal self-care. Creating change can happen in many ways, and being creative and finding roundabouts can help clear up their overall physical health. Okay? So, our next section is embracing your aura. So we are going to be covering in the next 6 videos, looks like eight videos of what's my aura. We will be covering hear your aura through, we probably won't be 8 videos, but hear your aura through physical symptoms, visualize your aura, prioritize your health, move your body, use healthy mantras, okay? And by the way, mudras is what I was actually thinking of, which deals with the hands and how you can use the hands in certain movements and certain rubs. You know, you could rub your hands in certain ways, certain parts of your hand with your fingers to bring about healing and soothing and that sort of thing as well. Again, those are mudras, not mantras. Okay? Make playtime a priority. Again, for those of you who did not or will not listen to that collective current timeline reading that just posted, I mentioned something that I've done in my making playtime a priority and getting back to my childhood, more of my childhood energy, which I do a pretty good job of today. Getting back to my childhood energy is I watched cartoons on Saturday morning, this past Saturday morning, on the Sabbath, okay? Practice meditation, of course, and perform a physical healing, okay? So, as always, thank you so much, Soul Tribe Collective. Again, this is our journey through What's My Aura, written by Mystic Mishala. She's also she's also the author of the Angel Numbers book, okay, which we also have. Okay, so thank you so much as always for being a part of the channel. As always, sending great love to you. I am in an exuberant energy, exuberant energy. Very much open to what is moving towards me. Very much open. My heart is open for new love. My sacral chakra, I'm also being reminded about companies and business ideas that I put to the side that are now going to have new opportunity to flourish. I'm looking forward to all of those things, and I'm just in a very, very beautiful and wonderful space today. Okay? It's 9:26. In fact, speaking of the angel numbers book, let's grab the angel numbers book and look up the angel number 926. Okay? Let's get some synchronicity here. Happy Monday to you, if I did not say that on this video. So 926, let's take a look. 924 says farewell. Spiritual possessions, spiritual possessions. Okay, and this is the book this is the other book by Mystic Mishala, by the way. Okay, see? All right. So 926, spiritual possessions. Material possessions are minuscule compared to spiritual blessings, and absolutely, first the spiritual, then the natural. Many people go after the natural and they never pay attention or give credence to the spiritual. Okay? You are being called today to reflect on what you have and to bask in gratitude and all of these things. Journal about your spiritual possessions such as compassion, appreciation, empathy, and other gifts you have been given that make what you have in the material world enough. Okay? Again, I've spent a year in this RV. Okay? In the heat. This is the second summer, essentially. I mean, I got here in August of last year, but it was ball sweating weather in August in this RV, okay? 107, 108 degrees, 105 degrees, multiple times, right? This year, it's been much of the same thing. It doesn't rain very often in southern Arizona in the summertime. Although this year, and interestingly, it is said that they've gotten more rain than they have in probably 20 years. No coincidence, I was in Arizona 20 years ago. See it how you want to see it. Okay? You have to understand the power that you come with. Okay? You can reach a place spiritually to where you have the power to raise the dead or to keep food alive, right? That you're growing, or flowers, or what have you, far longer than man says they are to remain alive. Again, this is the power within. Okay? But along with that, you have to show gratitude. Gratitude, I always say, gratitude are the spiritual deposits that you make into your bank account. Okay? So if you want your bank account to grow, make some deposits. That is gratitude. Okay? If you want to be blessed more than what you are blessed today, more than what you have today, beyond what you physically have today, beyond what you spiritually have today, be thankful for where you are. Be thankful for the victories that you have received. Be thankful for the ways that your ancestors are showing up for you. Be thankful for highest divine white light, for the ascended masters, for your archangels. Be thankful for the journey today, despite the toughness of it. Be thankful. Again, I don't know anyone who's been through the journey that I have been, with having my wife been taken by the sperm donors, by my father. I don't know who's had both their parents do witchcraft against them. I don't know anyone who's had the one who they thought was their true love do witchcraft against them and then be a closet lesbian. And then I don't know anybody who's able to wear the size 9.5s that I wear. Confirmation with whatever that is that just revved by. However, I recognize that you, Soul Tribe Collective, are someone whose shoes I could not wear. So you've been through things that I could not go through, and fortunately did not have to go through. We're all given a lot of I'm given a lot of, and not a lot as in abundance. We are given a lot as in a portion. We are given a lot to manage. Okay? A portion to manage. What are you doing with the portion that you've been given? There was something on here that said, God help the outcast on the echo screen. God help the outcast. Heaven help us all. Heaven help us all. Heaven help us all. Here I come. Stevie Wonder, right? Another reason why I love 70s music. Okay? So, thank you so much as always for tuning in. My name is Nehru. This is Esoteric Guidance, helping us all become and live our highest, purest, truest self by way of taking the trash out and getting rid of those things that no longer serve us. As always, be encouraged.